What's up, guys? We're diving into Dusty Guys today. Let's get into it.
Here are 5 signs to let you know that you just may be dating a dusty. Number 1, this man doesn't provide for you. He don't offer you nothing. He doesn't take you out on dates. He doesn't do anything for you, my love. The only thing he provides is the business, and it sucks. Number 2, this man constantly lies. He doesn't stand on business, meaning his words and his actions, they do not align, okay? So if they don't align, you gotta go. Number 3, to tell that this man is a dusty. This man will never talk about anything serious with you. He'll always call you at night, always call you when it's convenient for him. He'll never mention taking you out, doing anything to show effort into building a relationship, okay? That's a sign that he's a dusty. Number 4, when he asks you for money, you should never have to give this man a dime. You should never have to give a man any money. Last but not least, this man acts like the victim. Everything that's going on in his life, he acts like the victim. He acts like he's not doing anything wrong. All his exes were witches. All his exes were demons. Whatever the case may be, he acts like he's not doing anything wrong. So he victimizes to you in order to get sympathy, in order to get exactly what he wants. Ladies, I need you guys to comment your top 3 signs that shows that somebody could be potentially dating a dusty.
But it is interesting.
So basically, what this really is just a ladies only rules checklist disguised as wisdom. She's complaining about men not providing, but what is she offering? Relationships aren't charity drives. If she wants a provider, she better be ready to match the energy with reciprocity, which I guarantee she's not. This whole he's the victim bit, imagine being shamed for explaining your past struggles. Men aren't allowed to vent without being labeled as dusties. It's a classic double standard. Ladies like this create an impossible metric and then wonder why men are opting out of this circus altogether. Just make it make sense.
Oh yeah, I would never date a broke guy. Like, I would never date a guy that's not established. I would never date a guy that doesn't know how to take care of himself, that doesn't know how to cook, that doesn't know how to, keep up his personal hygiene. I would never date a guy that would, cheat on me. I would never put up with that. Damn, well, it looks like you're gonna be single forever. What? You heard me. You're gonna say single forever. Oh my gosh, you sound so delusional. I'm about to roast you so bad right now. So, first of all, you're like, I want a guy that's established. Did you know that 99% of us literally have minimum wage jobs? Most of us did not finish college. Most of us did not pursue entrepreneurship. Most of us just sit and game for 6 to 7 hours. And then, oh, I want a guy that knows how to take care of himself and cares about his personal hygiene. Did you know that most of us do not wash our ass? You are so dumb. We would literally go in the shower and just play around with our thing and then get out. We don't even use soap. The last time I brushed my teeth was 4 months ago. Ooh. You sound so stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. What was the last thing you said? Someone that's gonna respect you and not cheat? Oh, you are so stupid. We all cheat. Even if the girl isn't even pretty, we're men. Punani is punani at the end of the day. This one time I heard that a girl had an STD and I literally still hid it. No, you sound so dumb. I'm sorry, but I needed to roast you. I'm sorry, but I needed to do it. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, though.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Shit, somebody call NASA.
Houston, we've reached peak delusion here.
Jesus Christ. I get she's trying to do a skit. Really what I got out of this, she wants a man who's established, hygienic, loyal, and respectful. Basically an everyday person. It sounds great in theory, but her tone screams entitlement. How is she going to demand a 1% man when she's probably bringing 40% effort? Look, the average man earns less than 6 figures, and men are tired of being treated as walking ATMs. She assumes men are all cheaters and slackers, but the stats show that women initiate 70% of the divorces, so who's really breaking loyalty here?
Let me share with you one of my secret strategies in dating life, because this strategy gets you the best man and saves you from toxic and cheap relationships. This strategy called look. Because for most of women, the strategy in dating to be like manipulate or change or get from him what you want. It's like a full way instruction how to answer and not to answer him to achieve some kind of stuff like gifts, him picking you up on Uber, him falling in love with you. My strategy is different. I never ask and I never teach grow-up men how to treat me. I choose a man and I look. I look what he's gonna do to me without me asking. Because if you have to ask in the beginning of a relationship for men to treat you in a certain way, let me tell you, he might do it now. If he needed tips now, when his hormones basically burning inside him, imagine what kind of person he will be next to you after years. When everything is settled, when sex is already done and many times, what kind of man is next to you without you asking him anything? So girls, I share this strategy with you. And next time you are going out with a guy or talking to a guy, forget about how to make him be something and just look for what he actually is. What do you think? Let me know in comments.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, before anybody goes and bashes on her, let me sum it up for you. She is a Slavic woman. And so what she's described is what I call the old school dating manners or tradition. I'm not an expert into Slavic culture, but for the most part, women date with a purpose. And that purpose is marriage and family. So basically what Slavic women do, they're measuring you on your actions and not your words. Because we can all talk a good game, but do we really back it up with action? That's what they're looking at. And it's pretty standard in the culture. The manipulation and trying to get what you want, she's basically describing the Western dating culture. And most Slavic women do not understand this. I've dated Slavic women. I'm married to a Slavic woman. There are multiple countries that are Slavic. One key thing is the degree of the Western influence. It kind of depends on which country that the Slavic lady is from. I wish my wife was here because she could actually explain this a whole lot better than I can. But what she's talking about is men are gauged on their action and not their words. And for the most part, it's also not about money. It's more, can the man provide? Not that he's rich. I mean, if you're rich, that just adds more to the lifestyle. But can you put a roof over the head? Can you put food on the table? Can you pay the bills? And if something happens with the kids, can they be taken care of? That's really the key aspects that they do look for. And again, like I said, if you're rich, then you're just enriching your lifestyle more. Again, like I said, if my wife is here, she can explain it a lot better than I can. But that's the gist of it.
Dusty men and bare ass not even your equal dudes are going to hit on you. Yes, it's frustrating and it can even be discouraging, but I'm going to tell you why you should not let that bother you. It's not about you. You need to absolutely keep in mind is that to him, he doesn't think that he actually has a chance with you. He just thinks that he has a chance if he hits on 1 million girls. Statistically, he has done the math. It's no longer about who he thinks he can actually get. In his brain, he's going to get someone if he keeps on trying. And sometimes it's about getting it for $0. It's about getting it to their benefit where they financially benefit from it, or even just getting to exploit you in record amounts of time. Because when one hits on you and you make it about you, whether it's the way that you're dressed or where you're at in life or the little vibe that you're giving off, and not to say that like all those other things don't mildly contribute to it, maybe it did make you look attainable in his eyes, it's mostly about the fact that they just want one opportunity with anyone. And in their brain, mathematically, it is statistically bound to happen if they slide into 1,000 DMs or if they holler at 100 girls walking by. They know one will stop and give just a little too much conversation, enough for them to run with and actually get that opportunity. So they're not even in the same ballpark as you. They're not even playing in the same planet. And if you feel very disconnected when that energy comes towards you, it's because it is disconnected energy. It has nothing to do with you. But of course, it's frustrating to be looked at and hollered at and bothered, especially when you're just like looking very casual and sweaty or even just like a rat. But especially if you get that activity online, you're going to be fine, babe. It's not about you.
So basically, we're demonizing persistence now. She's framing men's attempts to connecting as sinister, and the reality is rejection is part of life. Men take a shot because they're expected to initiate, but if 1,000 DMs offend you, then maybe stop advertising online like a Vegas billboard. Social media has turned modern dating into a numbers game, cheapening connection for everyone.
What is a dusty? It is someone whose behavior is well below the standard you should expect out of a partner. This includes being cheap, having no money, having no goals, lacking ambition, etc. For example, have you dated anybody like this? If so, drop it in the comments and let's just talk about it. Why should you avoid them? Well, other than the obvious reasons, settling for a man like this will bring your personal growth and success to a screeching halt. Being with someone like this that doesn't share your standards will lead you to compromise on your own values and your own goals. Hello, would you like a side of frustration and resentment with your life? Setting high standards shows self-respect and self-worth. It signals that you value yourself enough not to settle for less than what you deserve. This attracts potential partners who also have high standards and share those same values. See how that works? However, while it's important to have standards, it is also crucial to be open-minded and give everyone a chance. Just kidding. These fools will tie you up for years in emotional and financial turmoil, leaving you in absolute shambles. Give no one a chance until they have earned it. I don't care how starved you might be for attention. This is the most important point I can stress. Do your absolute best to become the kind of woman that attracts someone on the same vibration. This is not about being mean or being picky or even discriminating, even though that's exactly what I'm suggesting you start doing. This is about valuing yourself and your time and safeguarding your future from disaster. That's it. That's today's Sassy Wisdom. Prayers, let me know.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Oh, we got high standards wrapped in elitist snark. I mean, standards are fine, but weaponizing them to shame others, that's rich. She says don't settle, yet ignores that cooperation is key. And not every man's ambition is going to look like hers, and valuing material over character leads to emptiness. And suggesting women discriminate while claiming not to? And seriously? Guys, don't get caught up in someone else's vibration nonsense. Well, guys, we're seeing the modern dating culture driven by entitlement, judgment, and double standards. Women demand perfection while ignoring the effort it takes to build a successful partnership. Modern feminisms encourage women to devalue men, labeling vulnerability as weakness and persistence as predatory. We all know family laws and social narratives further disincentivizes men from engaging in relationships that offer little reward and high risk. This has men checking out, and they're choosing self-improvement, opting for traditional values abroad, or avoiding relationships altogether. And can you blame them? So ladies, you have to stop treating men as being disposable, and guys need to avoid toxic dynamic. As always, guys, focus on self-respect, set your boundaries, and pursue relationships that align with your values. And as always, guys, work on yourself. Build your mind, build your money, build your body, eat healthy, work on all of that, and everything will come after that. Otherwise, guys, just opt out of this chaos and build a life you deserve. Well, guys, that's the end of the video here today. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below on what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.